Welcome to Real Bass Lessons. Today I want to teach you a really cool walking bass line over blues in G. I think you'll dig it a lot. I'm working from this book today. This is a new book, Jazz Bass Stylings. And example 1 in G sounds to me a lot like Ray Brown. It's not a transcription, but it's got a whole bunch of characteristics of Ray Brown. So I thought I'd just teach it to you, okay? Let me play it once and then we'll start talking it. Check it out. A 1, 2, 3. Cool. What do you think, huh? You dig it? I do a lot. Okay, let's just go. Obviously, blues, 12 bars. There's 3 4-bar phrases. Here's the first measure. Again, 3, 4. Sure, those swing eighth notes. Again. Second measure. Then it goes to this one. Second measure. Second again. Again. First 2 measures. 3, 4. I screwed it up. 2, 3, 4. Good. I'm stopping on that measure there, which is beat 1 of the 3rd measure. Let's do those first 2 again. I kind of messed this up. 3, 4. Two again. Play. Good. Next measure. Good, let's do those next 2 measures. Three, 4. First 4 measures. 3, 4. Boy, does that have just a nice, great, little sort of wavy shape to it? It's like a little question-answer thing. Again, 3, 4. Again, 3, 4. Excellent. Second line, which is the second 4 bars, 4 chord. Sure, there's the second measure of this phrase. Here it goes like so. So let's do those 2 measures together. I think it works better that way. 3, 4. Again, 3, 4. Screwed it up. 3, 4. Last 2 measures of this phrase. Last 2 measures, slow. full 4 bars here. This is the second phrase in the blues. Starts on the C. 3, 4. Boy, again, just beautiful architecture. So classic and so Ray Brown at the same time. That same 4 bars. 3, 4. Sure, let's try the first 8 bars. Beginning. 3, 4. Good. Last 4 bars starts on the 2 chord, A minor. Here's the 2 measures of this phrase. 3, 4. Again, slower. 3, 4. Good. 3, 4. Last 2 measures. Top. Let's do those last 2 measures. 3, 4. Let's make a little loop out of them because it starts and ends on the right note. 3, 4. Good. Last 4 measures. Starts on that A minor. 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. Cool. Now, you may not have it memorized yet. That's all right. You're going to have to go back in this little video and work with it. But now we're going to play it over and over and over as a 12-bar phrase. So you get it in your ear, the whole shape of it. Of course, working it real slow, you can hear the pitches and see the fingerings, but sometimes we miss the sort of whole shape of the song until we play it at tempo. Let's do that, okay? Here's my drum machine again. It's a little faster. Top, 2, ready, play. Cool. How'd you do? Now, you may have forgot a bunch of it, but that's all right. It's called practice, repetition. You know, I've said this before, but I need to say it again. Sometimes I make these lessons and the guys go, Jim, it went by too fast. I couldn't remember it. Actually, here's the big one. Jim, I had to like slow it down and do it a whole bunch of times. Well, that's what I've had to do all my life. If you were able to do it any faster and quicker, I'd be bummed out, man. I'd was way too slow. No, you know what I figured out? If I just repeated things, I could get them big time. Well, you can too. Let's do it a few more times now. We'll just loop it without stopping, okay? Let's try that. 2, 1, 2, 3. I mentioned this, I don't know if it was the last lesson or one or before. Have you noticed how when I say, let's do it over and over, I tend to push us a little further than maybe it sort of feels like we should have stopped? That's because I'm trying to create stamina. And of course, just more repetition, the better it gets in your ears and your fingers. Let's do it again now. We did it 3 times a moment ago. Let's try to do it 4 or 5. Let's see if I can maintain this discipline. Here we go. Beginning. 2, 1, 2, 3. I love it. I love it, huh? Doesn't it sound great and feel good? And as you might be able to hear, those of you who know Ray Brown's playing, it has such a flavor of Ray. Rock solid, but yet really cool little architecture, melodic shapes going on. Fired up. Just play it over and over and over. By the way, sometimes people say, Jim, well, what's the value of it? I'm not improvising. Well, it's irrelevant. This is a classic piece of jazz-based tradition, the way these little melodic lines flow. Just learn this, man. Get yourself a piece of the jazz heritage. You play it, and nobody will go, hey, man, how come you didn't improvise? No, they'll go, my God, that sounds good. Do it some more. At least that's how I learned to play the bass. Fired up.